Welcome in to Hilliard Darby High School on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in Hilliard, Ohio, where the Hilliard Darby Panthers are playing the Thomas Worthington Cardinals baseball here this afternoon. I am Aaron Campbell. Alongside me is Pistol Pete Whitmer. Pete, how's it going?
Great. Another beautiful day for baseball. A battle of the OCC first place matchup. Not much more I could ask for, Aaron. You know how big of a baseball fan I am. I'm ready to go. I know the Cardinals and the Panthers are both feeling the same way. Looking forward to an exciting one here.
Yeah, we got a battle of the first place teams here. They both have a 7-1 conference record, and they will meet again Friday night here. Friday night over at Thomas Worthington High School.
Yeah, you mentioned it. They're both 7-1 so far in the OCC. The overall record slightly given to Hilliard Darby. They've played a few more games, coming in with a 16-3 record. Thomas stands at 14-2, so just 5 losses amongst the two of them. Being a Central Ohio baseball fan, you know that that's a tall task to do here in this city. So great job so far by both teams, but I know both teams are hungrier than just a good regular season here. They're looking for some hardware going on the rest of the way in the OCC and then into the tournament.
Yeah. Last time we were here, I believe it was last week, we saw Hilliard Darby play a heck of a game. They just couldn't get it, couldn't close the deal, but they put up a heck of a fight against, sorry, we're going to have to refresh my memory here, Pete.
St. Francis
De Sales, that's right. I believe the final score was, what, 6-5?
Yes, and that was a Division I, Division II matchup, so it wasn't a huge loss for Darby on paper, but for momentum's sakes it was. But be interesting to see if they can get things going back in their way this today. After a clean sweep this weekend, they had a doubleheader with Clinton, Massey, and Mount Vernon. They went ahead and swept both those games, so a good step in the right direction for Coach Fugate and his guys going forward.
Yeah, I believe that Fredericktown Freddies were here in town last night against Darby, correct?
No, they were actually at Worthington.
Oh, okay. And you were telling me before the game that Worthington won on a walk-off home run.
Yeah, Thomas was able to beat Fredericktown again, a non-league game here, as they're coming down to the stretch as far as league games go. So that way, they're playing as many non-league as they can. And great battle on a 3-1 pitch. They were able to scorch one over the left field fence and win it in walk-off fashion. That's exciting for Thomas Worthington going forward here.
Yeah, it sure is. And it looks like they're putting Caleb Struing out on the mound tonight for Thomas Worthington versus Purdue commit Corey Brooks tossing on the mound for Hilliard Darby. So this should be an interesting pitching matchup tonight. I don't believe I have attended a game where Brooks has started for Hilliard Darby here. I've missed a couple games out here at this field. But I think you've seen Brooks pitch this year, haven't you?
No, actually, I haven't seen him pitch yet. I've seen him in a few other roles. He's DH, played some outfield, made a few nice catches. But I haven't seen him on the mound yet. Again, I think you mentioned it earlier. He's a Purdue commit, an overall utility kind of guy at the next level. So it'll be interesting to see him throw. Big kid. We'll see how his velocity is and kind of where he sits. But as far as the Thomas Worthington Cardinals, I like their guy a lot, Struing. He comes in with 32 innings pitched already this season with a 5-0 record. And we brought up their record and how impressive it is at 14-2 in the OCC. Has a .4 ERA. So that's not, giving up less than a half of a run every 7 innings. That's an impressive stat line for a high school senior. And we see him right now down the first baseline in the bullpen getting loose. I like what I see so far. You asked me earlier. I can't express to you how excited I am. This is going to be a battle for the ages. 2 quality arms, 2 quality coaches, and Coach Olson for the Cardinals, Coach Fugate for the Panthers. Really excited for this one, Aaron. Yeah, me too. In addition to seeing Struing throw tonight, we're also going to see the Central Ohio Athlete of the Week, 10 TV Central Ohio Athlete of the Week, Trent Castle of the Worthington Cardinals. Castle is starting tonight in center field, and he is hitting third for the Cardinals. Through last week, he was batting .568, and he had 9 extra base hits, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, through 12, 13 games or whatever they were through last week. That's very impressive for a high school athlete. Yeah, for sure. And
He is third in Central Ohio batting average, behind Velasquez from DeSales, who we saw here last week.
Yes. And he's just a sophomore, another young stud here in Central Ohio.
Yeah, so we're in for some good baseball this evening for sure, and they're gonna have, I guess, make it not technically a doubleheader of sorts, but both of these teams, their next games will be, again, like as I said earlier, facing each other on Friday night back in Worthington.
Right, a 2-game series. It'll be interesting to see if they would somehow split and both end the OCC at 8-2. Who would come out on top? I don't know what their tiebreakers are in this conference, but that just shows you kind of where we are. That these two top teams are that close, neck and neck, and I'm ready to see them duke it out here in between the lines now.
Yeah. It'll be yes, it will be fun, and I'm looking another guy I'm looking forward to watching tonight is Tyler Chimita. He had a good game the last time when we were here against DeSales, so we'll be able to see he's starting at third base and hitting leadoff for Hilliard Darby here this evening. It'll be interesting to see what that young man can do here on the bat and defensive side of the ball, but mostly on the bat side.
Yeah, Chimita's been a guy all year. He's been. At least every time I've been here, he's stuck up. There's a reason he's at the one hole. Coach Fugate likes him there because he's able to handle the bats well. He gets on, doesn't make errors. Good, solid high school player.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. So, and it looks like we got. It looks like we got the starting lineup here, and it looks like then we'll go into the national anthem.
Real quick starting lineup here for Thomas Worthington. First, Joey Pischel playing shortstop, batting second. Vince Armstrong at second. Third spot, Trent Castle, the center fielder. And batting cleanup is Andy Kados, the catcher. At the DH is Spencer Keel. And also in right field, he's batting for the first baseman, David Lalonde. And then in right field is Nick Kendig. Pitching, number 9, Caleb Struig. Batting 8th and playing 3rd, number 16, Matt Harrison. And batting 9th, playing left field, wearing number 1 tonight, Niles Manter. And the starting lineups for your home team, the Hilliard Darby Panthers. Leading it off, junior third baseman Tyler Chimita. Second hole hitter is number 27, Ben Gabur, playing center field, and in the 3 spot playing second baseman per usual, wearing number 5, senior Justin Fugate. And on the bump tonight, the cleanup hitter, number 23, Corey Brooks, followed by the right field junior, number 22, Bryce Stoltz. And catching tonight, number 20, the junior, Clay Strasbaugh. Following him is going to be the junior DH, number 21, Cameron Tackett, who's batting for the first baseman, junior right-handed pitcher as well, number 44, Chandler Barlow. And in the 8-hole, senior number 12, Luke Morris, who's playing shortstop. And rounding out the 9 for Darby is Daniel Bibler. Now for the national anthem.
All right, well, we're about to get started with the first pitch here in Hilliard. We'll be facing the first three batters for our Worthington Cardinals. Joey Pischel, the shortstop, Vincent Armstrong, second baseman, and, of course, 10 TV Player of the Week center fielder Trent Castle.
Yep, and they're going to be taking on the senior righty Corey Brooks, Purdue commit, wearing number 23 tonight. Darby in their home, all white on white with the former Astros look. Darby across the chest. Thomas Worthington Cardinals in their traveling Cardinal red tops and traveling gray pants. Brooks warming up here. Looks like we're going to get ready for a great day for baseball. Little wind. Wouldn't expect anything else. Blowing in a little bit right to left. About 15 miles an hour here. Shouldn't be a huge factor. Not blowing in or out, but a little cross breeze here.
Really keeping it balmy up here in the press box for us today, Pete.
Absolutely. We can't complain about sweating this time.
No, absolutely not. I also really like these throwback-ish uniforms that Darby's wearing here with the pullover the head, and it definitely has that Astros look back when they had the creamsicle, back in the creamsicle Nolan Ryan era. Reminds me of being a little kid, collecting baseball cards.
You know, the same goes for Thomas as well. They got the Indians throwback look there a little bit. I figured you'd be all over that. I like that red top.
Yeah.
Blue trim, good-looking uniforms here. Wouldn't expect anything different for two of Central Ohio's top programs at the D1 level.
Yeah, we're about to get underway here. Pischel's walking out to the box.
Now batting number 2, Joey Pischel.
Pischel, who's only played in 5 games so far, according to their stats.
He's hitting right-handed tonight. Steps to the plate. Delivery. Swings at the first pitch. Drives it foul down the third baseline. Deep into the outfield. Foul territory. Count is 0-1 for shortstop Joey Pischel. Pischel looks, takes it high and inside, 1-1.
Good fastball there by Brooks, trying to establish the inside corner.
Brooks delivers, strike down the center, 1-2.
That time came back with a nice curveball. Good job with a 1-1 even count on the batter to stick with an off-speed pitch. Good pitch by Brooks.
Chops it up. Bounces foul over in front of the Darby dugout. Count still 1-2. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Brooks gets the signal. Winds up, delivers. High, ball 2. 2-2 count. Swings, hits it deep into center field. And Ben Burr will pull that ball down easily for the first out of the game. Here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Vincent Armstrong, the second baseman.
Joe, can you turn me down?
Armstrong coming in with a .326 average here, hitting in the 2-hole tonight.
First pitch strike there. Nice pitch for Brooks. Delivery. High. Ball 1. Brooks gets the side, delivers. Strike. 1-2, 1 out. Top of the first.
So there's no way of contacting the camera guy? That's what the half inning. They got to try. Okay.
Armstrong's looking. Takes it inside, strikes him out looking. Corey Brooks, 2 up, 2 down.
Good curveball there by Brooks. He's able to establish that pitch here early in the first inning. It's always a good pitch to have, but if you can't throw it for a strike, it doesn't matter. So a great job there by Brooks to establish that pitch.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Trent Castle. High. Castle has to duck to avoid that one. Ball 1.
Again, Castle coming in with a .558 average, already 21 runs scored. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. So here with 2 outs, it's definitely not over for the Panthers.
Castle swings. Oh, chops it to the shortstop. Luke Morris goes over his head. That'll put Castle on first with a single. That'll bring up the catcher, Andy Caddis.
Caddis, another guy that comes in with an average over 300, on-base percentage over 430. Again, a reason why Coach Olson feels that this inning's not over here with 2 outs. Plenty of time, plenty of at-bats left here if you're the Cardinals.
Castle's getting a good lead off over there at first. Brooks delivers. Caddis swings into the right field, but it'll be pulled down by Bryce Stultz to end the top of the inning and send the Panthers into the dugout with the Cardinals on the field. So leading off for Hilliard Darby here in the bottom of the first will be Tyler Chimita, the third baseman, Ben Gabur, the center fielder, and Justin Fugit, the second baseman.
On the mound this evening in this OCC first place battle for the Thomas Worthington Cardinals is Caleb Struig. Struig again comes in with 32 innings on the season, 5-0 record with a .43 ERA. Yes, you heard that right, .43 ERA. Great job here as a solid right-handed pitcher at the high school level. He's definitely a guy that's probably their top of their order as far as an ace. A great sign here for Coach Olson, having one of his senior guys grooving at this time of the year and into May as the tournament's getting ready to start here in Central Ohio.
Yeah, we saw a good offensive effort here in the first inning by the Cardinals. Trent Castle reaching base on that error, but they didn't get much farther than that. Darby was able to hold them and get them off the field, keep it at 0-0. So let's see what Darby can do here.
Struig looks like he's got a little bit of a different delivery. I think that's part of why he's so effective here.
Yeah, he does.
It's a little bit of, it's not a sidearm, it's more of a 3/4 tight with kind of a short from ear delivery. Not a guy that's probably going to blow it by you, not going to run it up in the high 80s, but he's going to sit low 80s, mid 80s with a couple off-speed pitches. And from the right side, he's going to be a little crafty around the dish. And with the lefties that Darby has here in the top of their order, I'll be interested to see how he starts these guys off between Chimita and Fugit.
Here's Chimita, batting left-handed, as you said, Pete. Gets a piece of it, swings, sends it over. Vincent Armstrong will grab it, throw it over to David Lalonde, and that's the first out. Tyler Chimita. 1 pitch, 1 swing, contact, and the first out. That'll bring up Ben Gabur, the center fielder, number 27, batting right-handed tonight.
Good job there by the Cardinals infield, making the routine plays. That's all you can ask for if you're Struig on the mound. Excuse me.
Gabur looks, takes a first pitch strike.
Good pitch there. Way to establish the inside part of the zone. He's coming out firing here, throwing darts. I like what I see so far from Strug.
Strewing watches, but he gets a ball call there. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me. Gabur watches. Strewing throws a ball 1-1. 1 out. Strike. Paints the outside corner of the plate there. 1-2 count, 1 out here. Bottom of the first. Nobody on. Ooh, gets a ball outside call there. That'll make the count 2-2.
Looked like he tried to go to a slider there on the 1-2. Missed just out. Coming back now with a 2-2.
Gets a nice little piece of that. Hits just short in center field, and that'll put Gabur in to first on a single. That'll bring up Justin Fugit, the second baseman.
Good
number
piece
23.
of hitting there by Gabur.
Sure was, yeah.
First runner on the game is Gabur. See what Darby can do with it.
Fugit looked like he was going to go with a bunt there, a sack bunt, but pulled it back just at the last minute.
Pulled it back and took it for a strike there. 0-1 the count. Fugit digs in, looks comfortable from the left-handed box.
Oh, pops it up and over just to the left of the press box where we are sitting. Got an 0-2 count here on Fugit.
Good job so far to Strug. Came right back after giving up a base hit. Was able to come right back to the 3-hole hitter. Lead him off with 2 nice strikes here. He's in the count. Got to be smart here if you're Strug with a guy that can handle the bat like Fugit. And did exactly that. Good pitch there by Strug. Missed just outside, but that's exactly what you want. Now you go get him here.
Got a 1-2 count, 1 out. Outside, that'll bring the count on Fugit to 2-2.
Good job there by Fugit. Working it back to 2-2 now, even as we are here in the bottom of the first. 1 out, runner on. Swung on, fouled straight back. Good job there by Fugit staying alive. Strug set. Gabur getting off. Runners off. Good job there by Gabur to get a jump. If you see here on our camera, Gabur was doing a great job in his secondary shuffle. Was able to get a great jump there. But Fugit had to battle and protect there to make sure he was going to live to fight another day as the count remains at 2-2.
Strug gets a signal he likes. Sets up, delivers. Gets a piece of it. Oh! Pass ball there. That'll hold Gabur at second. Bring Fugit into first. Put men on first and second.
Joe, can you keep me off for a minute so I can adjust this thing? Thanks.
As you're going to see there on the replay, the first baseman handled it nicely, but on the pass ball that Aaron was referring to was a throw to second, trying to turn the double play. They were unable to get the leadoff man here, bringing up Corey Brooks now with runners on first and second, and just 1 out here in the bottom of the first for the Hilliard Darby Panthers.
Pops it up. It's going to go way over the visitors' dugout. Out of play. Make the count 0-1 on Brooks here in the bottom of the first inning.
I'm going to have to wait till afterwards, after this happens.
drives it down, and second baseman Vincent Armstrong fields that, makes the play at first. To get Brooks out, that'll make it 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning here.
Great job there by Strug, able to get it in on his hands, a weak ground ball over to second, not hit sharply at all. Great play over there by Armstrong to make the play. Although it was productive for Brooks, moving the guys into second and third, both runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Catcher's interference.
Oh, catcher's interference hits the glove. That'll put Stultz on. Bring up Clay Strasbaugh, the catcher. Bases loaded here for Strasbaugh, who's hitting from the left-handed side of the plate.
Yep, the junior catcher here with a big opportunity with 2 outs now for a chance to rough up Strug, here early in the first.
Takes a hard cut at that first pitch. Misses. That'll put the count at 0-1. 2 out. Strug delivers. Checked swing. Gets the ball. 1-1.
Another fastball there by Strug. Good combination with a couple outside fastballs. Be interesting to see what Coach Olson elects to go to here with a 1-1 count.
It's a nice piece of it, but it's fouled way out down the third baseline. Not even close to being playable. Bring the count to 1-2.
Strug again, good job keeping him off balance here. Ooh, that one missed just outside. Pushing the count 2-2, 2 outs here. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the first.
Delivery from Strewing.
Strike 3
got him
down the
looking.
middle. Good job there by Strug to work out of trouble. Excellent job by the senior righty. Had bases loaded with 2 outs. Was able to get out of there with no runs, no errors, just 1 hit. And that one was actually, yeah, the 1 hit by Gabur with 2 strikes.
Good job by Darby there. Loaded up the bases, but they just couldn't convert it. They had that 1 error. That 1 error that advanced them to second base, but I mean, overall they did well. Strewing 1 pitch, 1 out, very first pitch at the bottom of the inning, but did a good job keeping them off balance, but they ended up loading the bases and leaving 3 men stranded on the pond.
Yeah, in the baseball, there's a reason in the major leagues they play 162 games with 9 innings a game. Baseball is a game that you want to wear them down. You're trying to wear them down by the 6th, 7th, 8th inning. It's not always going to happen in the first and the second, and that's exactly what Darby did there. Darby was able to make Strewing throw plenty of pitches there, ran his pitch count up a little bit, but was able to ultimately get out of it. But that's exactly what you want out of Darby first time through the lineup, making a guy like Strewing throw a few more pitches than he's accustomed to throwing, especially in the first inning when he gets off to such a good start with the 5-0 record. Up first for your Thomas Worthington Cardinals, though, is the DH wearing number 25 tonight, Spencer Keel. Spencer Keel comes in batting for the Thomas Cardinals. Batting .234 on the year with an on-base percentage over .333, again, that's the story of the year for these Cardinals. They're able to get on, get them over, and get them in for runs.
Spencer Keel batting from the right side of the plate today. Brooks delivers. Keel looks, draws first pitch, strike. Count is 0-1 here in the top of the second.
Second pitch is swung on, hard cut there, but missed by Keel. Count moves to 0-2.
Brooks delivers. Keel takes it. Called the ball, 1-2.
Not sure where that one quite missed.
Looked good to me, Pete.
Have a little different angle up here, but I thought it looked good.
Yeah. Swings, gets a piece of it, driven foul. Over by the home team dugout.
Good curveball by Brooks. Not where he wanted it located, but it was slow enough, kept him off balance, pulled it down the line. Now with a 1-2 count, he's able to kind of do whatever he wants here.
Gets another piece of it. It's going to go deep into the outfield. Daniel Bibler goes deep and pulls it down for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Nick Kendig, the right fielder.
Good job here by Bibler. As you're going to see, this ball just keeps drifting on him with that wind we were talking about, still moving right to left field. Good job just in front of the warning track and in front of our sign there. Shout out to the Ohio Media School. Great job, Bibler, there for the first out of the inning.
Delivery high. Kendig takes a ball. Count 1-0. Kendig looks. Called strike.
He didn't quite like that one. A guy that comes in with a 302 average, excuse me.
Didn't like that one either. Got another called strike there.
Yeah, I don't think many are going to like that one. That was a nasty pitch. That's not something you want to swing at till you have to. Good take there by Kendig.
Gets a piece of that one. Stay alive. Count still 1-2.
Another nasty. The curveball here with Brooks is sharp and tight. Late movement. That's really what you want as a guy with high velocity. We saw the other night in the Kaufman game a little slower, 12-6, but this is nothing compared to that.
Kendig drives it foul down the first base line. But Chandler Barlow will run over and easily pull that down. 2 out here in the top of the second.
Yep, you're going to see here again, he just ties him up. There's not much he can do. Kendig knows he has to fight it off, and that's really all he can do here as Barlow gets a good jump on it and makes a catch over there in foul territory in front of the Thomas Worthington dugout.
And up at bat now, we've got pitcher Caleb Struwing. Struwing takes it. Called ball. 1-0.
You know, Struwig out on the mound's a little farther away from us. I didn't realize how big he is now that he's a little bit closer here in the batter's box.
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
Big kid, good-looking athlete. Like so far what I see from him on the mound. Be interesting here now with a 1-1 count what he's going to do offensively.
Brooks delivers. Struwing gets a piece of it, but bounces foul.
And there's that curveball that these guys just can't quite sit back on yet. For those of you that don't quite understand how hard it really is, with a guy with Brooks's velocity, everyone wants to get up, make sure they're not late on a fastball, and then when he brings that hammer curveball, it's that much easier to get out in front. So great job here by Brooks, mixing up his looks and really getting these guys off balance here so far for the Cardinals.
Struwing bloops it up the infield. Luke Morris will get that, field it, throw it over to Barlow, and that's the inning. The top of the inning. 3 up, 3 down.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on for Thomas. Good job there by Corey Brooks and the gang from Darby. Able to escape that one. No trouble, no runners were even aboard. Great job by Brooks and his Panthers. to escape through the top of the second with no harm, no foul. Headed here to the bottom of the second at Hilliard Darby High School, where the OCC leaders, Panthers from Hilliard Darby, taking on the Cardinals from Thomas Worthington, are battling out for that first place spot, again with a matchup on Friday at Thomas Worthington yet to come.
And
so just the bottom of the inning.
this will bring up Cameron Tackett, the DH, hitting the 7th spot. Luke Morris, the shortstop, hitting 8th. And the left fielder, Daniel Bibler, at the bottom of the order in the 9 slot for Darby. And first-year coach Chris Olson for Thomas Worthington Cardinals returns 10 lettermen to this team this year, including 7 of his starters. So this team's got the experience, they've got the leadership. Their total 2016 team ERA was 1.84, which is nothing to sneeze at, Pete.
Absolutely not, and I can see it here. Struig was a part of that last year as a junior. Again here this year with a .4 ERA. He comes in with just 2 earned runs on the season, does Struig, only giving up 2 allowed, earned rather, 41 Ks to just 9 walks here, and we've seen that so far. Even though he's had a few guys on with bases loaded, he's a guy that's not going to walk and give free passes. He's going to make you earn your way aboard, and that's what you love to see here if you're Coach Olson for the Cardinals.
And here we have Tackett batting right-handed. Struing delivers, he looks, takes the first pitch, ball 1.
I would not want to be a righty facing either one of these pitchers tonight, righty on righty. Good pitch there.
Great pitch. That'll bring the count 1-1.
Switch me, please. Thank you. I want to get that pitcher a little bit more spot. Good.
Struing with the delivery. Tackett takes it. Called strike, 1-2.
Good fastball there by Struig. A lot of times, a lot of guys will throw a curveball in the dirt there, a curveball high. I like that. It's a close miss. It kept him honest here. Now you go get him with 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tackett gets a piece of it, drives it in shallow center field for a little single there.
Great piece of hitting there by Cameron Tackett. It's able to do just enough with it, as you're going to see here. Not an easy pitch. Tied him up a little bit, but he's able to get just enough on it, weighted back, and drove it right back where it came from, up the middle for a leadoff base hit here. Exactly what you want if you're Coach Fugate here. Now in an obvious bunt situation, Luke Morris, the shortstop, is going to come to the bat with Tackett over there leading off first base. Good first pitch strike there. Not sure what Morris is looking for. Got to get a bunt down here if you're Morris. Again, Struig's only given up 2 earned runs all year. Not easy to come by off this guy, so you got to scrape him across any way you can if you're Darby. And he does a great job getting it down. This may be a base hit. Good job there by Morris.
Great sack bunt there. Got the job done. Advanced the runner. Tack it over into scoring position. That'll bring up the left fielder, Daniel Bibler.
Big opportunity here. RBI situation for Daniel Bibler, the left fielder. We saw him make a great catch out there in left field. A chance now to put his team on the board with 2 outs against, or with 1 out rather, runner in scoring position off Caleb Struig.
Takes that first pitch.
Low ball 1.
Dirt, ball 1. We have another ball come on the field from that other adjacent field. Is that what happened?
I did not see.
Yeah, it was down over there in the right field. In right field between.
Freshman game getting rowdy over there.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did go. That'll make it 1-1.
Good job there by Struig just to challenge the 9-hole hitter with a fastball up in the zone. That's a tough pitch to handle there.
There's another ball from the freshman game into the right field.
That's what happened when your backstop's that old. It's the older field here, not as well kept up.
Caddis loses control, but is able to grab it, keep tacking at second. Got a 2-1 count here. Bottom of the second.
Good job to keep him at second there with just 1 out. Anything would have scored him there for Bibbler. So great job there by Caddis to keep him at second, where a base hit to the outfield is going to require him to score.
He squares around for the bunt. He's going to dig it out, but not quite fast enough. Nice bunt there, though. Gets tacked over to third. Got a good scoring situation for Tyler Chimita here.
I think Bibbler there, although it'll go down as a sack, I think he was looking more for a base hit kind of down the line. Bunted it right back at the pitcher. As you're going to see here, no problem as it was right back to him. Never had to get off the dirt, come back, or step and throw to get the out.
Tyler Chimita takes the first pitch for a ball.
That's a good take there by Chimita. Good pitch there by Struig. Just missed on the outside corner.
Takes it again. Just outside again for a second ball. 2-0. 2 out. Bottom of the second.
Good take there, yeah.
Great
Count
take.
moves to 3-0 with the game's first run lurking just 90 feet down the third baseline. Chimita with a 3-0 count. As the wind's beginning to pick up here at Hilliard Darby. 3-0 is in there for strike one.
Strike one. Chimita has had a lot, favorable count, so can't say I blame him for taking that pitch.
Absolutely, and that's what good hitters do. Exactly what Chimita's doing here, looking for a 3-1 fastball.
And he gets it inside, gets the walk. Got men on first and third here. That'll bring up Ben Gabur, center fielder, number 27.
Just the first walk there issued by Struig. Not a bad walk here, as you still got 2 outs, bringing up a righty now. A little bit favorable matchup there. Although Gabur got the best of him in the last at-bat, this should be a good battle here with 2 outs again. Struig, first pitch in there, strike. Good job getting ahead of him. 0-1 count to Gabur, the center fielder tonight.
Struing gets the signal. Delivers. Ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. Ball 1. Gabur takes it. Called strike 2.
Another good pitch there by Struig. 1-2 count here. 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Darby in the bottom of the second. 2-hole hitter up. Ben Gabur, though, down in the count. 1-2 as Struig comes set.
Pops it up. Out into center field. And the Cardinals will go back to the dugout. And that'll take us into the top of the third.
That he had a favorable matchup in a righty on deck. So a great job there by Struig to work out of trouble, as Corey Brooks did in the first for Darby. Great pitching effort here. We brought it up. I was ranting and raving about it before the game, and it's lived all the way up to my expectations here. Great job by a couple young men pitching from the right-handed side, able to throw strikes so far and keep their guys in it on the defensive side.
Yeah, this has been a defensive battle here. Got got a chance here to see the end of the Thomas Worthington order and Matt Harrison and Niles Mantor. So we'll see what these guys can do. I mean, it is the bottom of the order, so.
Reach on air helps batting average, but doesn't help your helps on base, but not.
Third baseman Matt Harrison now coming to the plate, hitting from the right-handed side of the plate. Right-hander on right-hander here.
Harrison comes in with a 242 average, 306 on base percentage, slugging it just under 400. A guy with a few RBIs here. Looks at strike one on the outside corner. Good take there by Harrison. Great pitch there by Brooks as well.
Oh, yeah. Fouls it back over the backstop. Will make the count 0-2 here in the top of the third inning.
Top of the third, just cruising right along here.
Brooks delivers. Gets a piece of it. Gets by Justin Fugit there at second base. And he'll come in standing for a leadoff single from Matt Harrison.
Great piece of hitting there by Harrison. You're going to see he drives this one to the right side. Fugit, a sure-handed second baseman, does all he can just to get a glove on it. Not much you can do there. Give him a base hit. Leadoff single here for the Cardinals with the bottom of the order up now. Miles Mantor. Again, we saw it in the bottom, of the last inning for Darby. We're going to see it here for Thomas as he's up in the box. Expect a bunt here, both ways for these clubs. First pitch taken for a ball one, though. He did square around to start, pulled back quite early. Expect it again here.
Yeah, that's a strike.
Yep, shows bunt, pulls back again.
1-1.
Again, that's a tough pitch to hit there. Good pitch recognition by Niles Mantor. Able to see that that's a tough curveball to get down. Expect a fastball here and get it down.
Brooks throws over to Chandler Barlow to hold Matt Harrison at first.
Harrison looked like he was skating a little bit out there trying to get back to first.
Yeah, he sure did.
This one jabbed at and fouled, ticked straight back. And that's exactly what he did there. He jabbed at it. Instead of turning around, getting scored, everyone in the stadium here, including us, including the hockey man behind us, Meatball, knows that the bunt is coming. Square around, get comfortable, and be ready to get it down.
Yeah, Meatball can't even see the game, and he knows it's coming. Strasbaugh looks Harrison back at first, and that'll bring the count to 2-2
here,
on Mantor.
Even with two strikes here, don't be surprised if he puts it down. Actually, I'd be more surprised if he swung it away here.
Really putting the heat on Harrison over there at first base.
Yep, trying to keep him close. As I mentioned, everyone knows what's coming here as far as a bunt. Do what you can to keep him close.
And there's that bunt we were talking about. Brooks will throw it over to Barlow. Get Mantor out, first out of the inning. And it'll advance Harrison to scoring position over at second base there.
Great job by the 9-hole. Able to move the runner over into scoring position for the top of the lineup. Joey Pischel up now. Great job there by the 9-hole. The first two attempts weren't great, but on the third one, the one that counts, he was able to do it and did a job.
Oh, and he gets a piece of it, sends it into right field. Bryce Stultz will bring that down, and it'll hold Harrison at second base to make it 2 outs in the top of the third for the Cardinals.
Not the ideal at-bat there by Pischel. He's upset with himself. Good pitch recognition. He knew it was a curveball. He drove it into right field. Just not what you want with an 0-0 count, a runner on scoring position. Give him a chance, though, next time. I bet he comes through. Bringing up now Vince Armstrong with a chance for 2-out damage here.
Armstrong.
And he does.
Yes, sends it up the middle.
They're going to wave him
In
around
center
third. He's
field.
coming
Here he
home,
goes.
Armstrong, but it's going to be bobbled in center field.
And Harrison will come home, make it 1-0, and get a rib there for Vince Armstrong.
Absolutely. Great job there. 2 outs, piece of hitting.
Yeah, he came in. He definitely came in and did what he had to do. And that was get Harrison home, put a run on the board, get the Cardinals the lead here in the 3rd inning.
Now with 2 outs and Central Ohio's 3rd leading hitter in the city, going to be a tough task here to go get that 3rd out as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off his shin. 2 outs here. The big one's still to come. Got to go get the 3rd one here if you're Darby. Brooks is doing a great job so far, pounding the zone. Just got to get the big one.
He looks and takes the ball. He'll make the count 1-1, 2 out. Top of the 3rd. 1 man on. Looks Armstrong back to first there. Fouls it back behind the backstop. That'll make the count 2-2 with 2 outs.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. Top of the 3rd, where Thomas just pushed across the first run of the game. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals.
Delivery. Sends it into left field. Between Chimita and Morris. Daniel Bibler will field it and throw it in, but that'll get Castle a single.
Again, there's a reason this kid's batting .558. It's just tough to get him out. And I brought it up with 2 outs. This inning is far from being over here for Brooks. It's tough to get these guys, especially in the heart of the order, with a team that's 14-2 for a reason in the OCC. Great job there by Jester as he does getting on base with 2 outs. And Brooks here just got to focus up, buckle down here, and go get the last out. Minimal damage done.
After a quick meeting at the mound, this will bring up the catcher, Andy Caddis.
Senior catcher comes in with a .319 average, .457 slugging percentage. Great job here to drive in a run and add to that percentage here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Takes that first pitch for a ball.
Curveball missed just high there. I like the pitch by Brooks. Try to backdoor him a little bit there with the curveball. Missed just high.
Goes after it. Fouled backwards into the backstop. That'll make the count 1-1. 2 outs here. Delivery. Swings, takes a hard cut. That'll make the count 1-2.
Great pitch there. Great job by Brooks, able to keep him off guard. Looked like a soft change up there. Same velocity on his arm speed, but just the ball just slowed down with his grip. Great pitch there by Brooks to move the count 1-2. Now back in his favor.
Caddis really wanted that one. That was a hard swing. Delivery, takes it. That'll make the count 2-2. Looks like it was a bit outside there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ooh, and a late strike call there as he's going to go down looking. And that will retire the side here in the top of the 3rd. But after Thomas Worthington is able to push one across, making their lead 1-0 here as we are headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Hilliard Darby. Leading it off for your Panthers in the 3-hole, Justin Fugit, followed by the pitcher Corey Brooks. and right fielder Bryce Stoltz. Sounds like a lot of runs here if you're Darby to get right back in this game. Just down one. Comeback that we've seen in itself. No problem here if you're Coach Fugate and the rest of the Panthers.
Yeah, it's down one is not a bad deficit, not a hard gap to close, although facing this Thomas Worthington team, I'm sure one run can look like 5 when you're facing these guys.
Especially with a guy like Struig still on the mound. He's in a groove now, headed to the third with a little confidence, knowing that his guys got him one. We'll see how he comes out here firing fastballs in the third.
Yes, we will.
I'd say, like, once the music stops, I'll cut this out. You change the scoreboard.
See how many
Monday I know is gone. I'm just going to put a little plug in. Yep, we're
Darby fans, tune in again next week as scoreonair.com, the Ohio Media School. We will have your game against rival Hilliard Bradley Jaguars, That'll be next Wednesday. So again, tune in here to scoreonair.com and follow the YouTube link, and we will be broadcasting next week's matchup as well.
Oh, Hilliard. We got a cross-city rivalry here coming.
Absolutely. We did the Dublin one earlier. Got a little crazy, so
Jerome Kaufman.
Absolutely wouldn't expect anything less from the Hilliard schools. We were trying to get the benches to clear. They wouldn't quite listen to us.
Yeah.
Drop the gloves.
And this will bring up Fugate, second baseman.
Fugate comes in 1-for-1 on the game after the chopper that hopped over the shortstop's head.
It's called ball. 1-0 count. Struing gets the signal. Called ball 2.
2-0, not the start you wanted here if you're Struig. 2-0 in favor of the batter in the 3-hole Fugate.
Watch. Gets a called strike there. That'll make the count 2-1.
Good job to come back for Struig for a strike. Fugate still sitting fastball here. 2-1 count. Still looking for his pitch to drive.
Low and inside. 3-1. Count favoring Fugate. Struing looking to gain some ground here. Wind up delivery. Called strike there. Full count. Looked like a ball from up here, but we're up here and they're down there.
It looked like Fugate thought the same as us. Not sure where that one connected, but home plate umpire called it a strike, and that's what matters here. Full count to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the third.
There it is. There's a walk. Called inside. That'll bring up Corey Brooks, who we've seen on the mound here for Darby all night.
Good job here by Fugate. Doesn't get too impatient. A lot of times it's real easy being the leadoff guy, knowing you're the 3-hole hitter here. Gets a fastball in the inside corner. Good job there to be patient and take the leadoff walk.
Brooks attempts a bunt there, but it's fouled over to the Cardinals dugout, so that'll result in the first strike. Count us 0-1, nobody out.
Even with no one out here, I'd be shocked if Brooks continues to put it down. That may be their philosophy here, but middle of the order, I'd go ahead and let him swing it. We'll see what Coach Fugate elects to do. He's going to get the bunt down.
With the bunt there. Struing's going to field it, throw it over to Lalonde to get Brooks out. And advance Fugate scoring position at second base.
Yeah, not a bad call there by any stretch. He's able to do a great job there. Get the sacrifice bunt down, move a guy into scoring position, bringing up Stoltz with just one out here in the bottom of the third.
Stoltz, the right fielder, batting left-handed. Looks like we have another ball from that freshman game.
Someone must be throwing flames over there. Can't catch up to it. Fouling everything back. Stoltz coming in. Reached on base his first time by the catcher's interference, which loaded him up, so no official plate appearance so far. This one swung on.
Stoltz will drive it down. It'll be bobbled by Joey Pischel out there at shortstop. And that'll allow Stoltz to get on base. We got men on first and third. 1 out, bottom of the third inning here. And that'll bring up catcher Clay Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh hitting left-handed.
First and third here, just 1 out. Be interesting to see. Coach Fugit has a couple options here. Can play with a hit and run or a double steal. Even the suicide squeeze here. It'd be interesting to see. But he
Swings at
elects
the first
to let him
pitch.
swing it.
Gets a piece of it, sends it into right field. And that'll bring a man home. We're all tied up here. Nice piece of hitting by Strasbaugh there.
Who needs a play when Strasbaugh's up? Great job there with an RBI. Single to right field there. Clay Strasbaugh getting his guys on the board, tying things at 1.
Got designated hitter Cameron Tackett at the plate. Tackett lays down a little bunt.
2. Looking one all the way. Good job there.
That'll advance the runners. Make it 2 outs. Put men on second and third. And bring up the shortstop, Luke Morris.
Luke Morris steps in with 2 runners in scoring position on second and third after the sacrifice bunt there, as you saw by the DH Cameron Tackett.
Strewing throws a first pitch strike. 0-1. 2 outs. Got a little foul tip there. 0-2. Runners on second and third.
Good job there with the fastball. 0-2. See what he comes to now. Try to slide her down. This one missed just down and out. Good job there by Caddis to keep it in front. Hold the runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Called strike 3. So we're back to essentially a 0-0 game here. 1-1. Top of the 4th. It was a nice effort from Darby there to tie the game up there.
Absolutely. A few quality at-bats there to get to push one across. I brought it up when Fugit was up. Again, 3-1 count. He let a fastball go by that could have been swung at, was able to move up on a walk. Great job there. He's a 3-hole hitter, but was able to act like a leadoff. Really got things going, and ultimately he's the run that came across to tie things up on Strasbaugh's single to right field. So great job there by Justin Fugit to be able to put the last at-bat behind him and be a leadoff in this one.
Yeah, and this will bring up the middle of the order here. Spencer Keel, the DH, Nick Kending, the right fielder, and, of course, Caleb Strewing, big man on the mound.
Keel leading things off here for the Cardinals. Keel comes into the game with 4 dingers so far, 4 home runs already for the Cardinal DH. Could be a factor here. Wind's blowing again right to left field for a righty. It's definitely a reachable porch down there, down the left field line. Don't be surprised if Keel would look to give him the lead back here for the Cardinals. I'm sure he'd love nothing more.
Maybe he'll send a ball over there into the freshman game.
Give them a little taste of their own medicine. How does that one feel? That's a nice thing, though. In between innings, we can check out the game at the other field. Never a problem having two games going on at once.
Oh, that's something I've never heard anybody say. There's too much baseball going on here. Brooks delivers. Takes a hard cut at the first pitch. But he misses. Got 0-1 count. And he gets a piece of it, but it's fouled away.
Great job there by Brooks. Had him out in front again on a curveball. First one, he had a high strike to him that Keel was unable to handle. Came back with a curveball in the lower half of the strike zone. Great job there by Brooks mixing up his pitches.
Top arrow. It's on.
Right down the first base line. Chandler Barlow dropped it. Couldn't get the tag. Thought he had it in his glove. Dropped it. So that'll put Keel on first base on an error.
That should give you enough room, Joe. Is that better?
Got the tag there. You see him there. He got the tag on him, but the ball was not in his glove.
Again, another leadoff runner for the third half inning in a row. The leadoff runner has gotten aboard. Be interesting to see here. Thomas, I would imagine, is going to take the same approach that they were able to push one across in the last inning.
And that'll bring up Nick Kendig, the right fielder for the Cardinals. Squared to bunt. Strasbaugh tried to throw it down to keep Keel at first. Right by Barlow into right field line. And fourth inning.
Yep, bring him in Struig, who's 0 for 1 so far in the game. Great job here, or a great opportunity, rather, to help himself out as his team is locked at a 1-1 tie here in the top of the fourth. I would imagine he's going to go back for the fourth and beyond for Coach Olson. So great opportunity here for Struig, Caleb Struig, to give his guys the lead again.
Quick conference at the mound for Strasbaugh and Brooks. Takes that first pitch ball, 1-0, 1 out.
Curveball there missed just high for Brooks. Didn't quite sit in through the rest of it. Getting a little tired here. Pitch count's getting up there, but he's got plenty in the tank left here for Coach Fugit.
Delivers. And that was ball 2. A little low.
Brooks now behind in the count 2-0. Got to get back with a fastball here.
Struing fouls it back in the backstop. That'll make it count 2-1.
Good job there by Brooks, not letting it get to 3-0 at the 2-0. Said that's enough. Threw a fastball in there. Got him to swing and foul it straight back. 2-1 count, 1 out. Runner in scoring position here with a 1-1 tie in the top of the fourth inning.
And pops it up and over the backstop.
He came back again with a curveball. Here we've seen, even with our guy Trent Castle's base hit, Thomas has 4 hits. Not really one of them has been driven well. They're not squaring Brooks up, and he just showed you why right there with that curveball. Doing a great job keeping hitters off balance.
Struing takes it, and that'll make a full count, 3-2. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. Fouled it to the backstop. still 3-2. Little blooper infield single. Chimito will grab it, throw it over to Morris. Called safe on that.
He's going to be
Yeah,
out.
he looked like he was out.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah. We didn't get the replay on that, but...
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, he blooped it over.
It was a ground ball, right?
Yeah, he ground ball. Chimita came in. Morris made the shift over to third, and they threw it. And I think there was some debate there for a second whether or not he was safe or out. But he was, in the end, he ended up out. We got 2 out here, top of the 4th. And that'll bring up Matt Harrison, the third baseman, number 16.
Harrison comes in 1 for 1 on the game. He's actually scored the lone run for Thomas.
He first pitch he got a little bit of it, so it's we're looking at an 0-1 count here with 2 out. Struan taking a big lead out there. Strasbaugh throws over to Barlow to hold Struan at first. Count is 1-1, 2 out. Top of the 4th. On Harrison. Brooks throws. High. And Harrison had to duck out of the way there. Got a 2-1 count. Brooks throws over. Again to first. Throws over to Barlow at first. Holds Struan there.
Good move there. If he could have got it on the bag, I think they would have had him.
It was pretty close. That's for sure, Pete. Pops it up in the infield. Fugit's going to call for that. Pull it down to get Darby off the field into the dugout.
Great job here with 2 outs for Corey Brooks. Doesn't mess around. Gets him to pop it up to his sure-handed second baseman. There's Fugit's camped under it for the 3rd out of the inning for Darby. Headed now to the bottom of the 4th. We're still locked at 1.
Got a little Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline going on here. Kind of become ubiquitous with sporting events, but you probably know it best from Fenway Park. And this will bring up. Going to go around to the end of the lineup, Daniel Bibler, and then loop back around and have Tyler Chimita and Ben Gabur for Darby in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still tied at 1-1.
Caleb Struig back out there for his 4th inning on the job for the Cardinals. Coach Olson sticking with his senior righty.
Left fielder Bibler comes in. Bottom of the 4th here at Hilliard Darby.
Bibler, who bunted on the last time, handled nicely by Strug and tossed on to first, looking for his first hit of the matchup.
First pitch, strike. Struing delivers. Low and inside, 1-1. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Bibler swings. Little infield ground ball there. Harrison missed it, but Joey Pischel was able to back him up, send it across to first base. It looks like Bibler will remain safe with a single, infield single there.
Yep, credit Bibler here. Got it pitched. Can't do a lot with it. Did just enough there. Tough play by Pischel. Did everything he could. Ultimately, though, he's going to reach for a leadoff single here with the top of the order now for Chimita and the Panthers.
Chimita lays
For a
down bunt
base
down
hit.
the third base line.
Another
And he'll go
infield
in
base hit.
standing up safe.
Good job here by Chimita. He walked into it. You're going to see here, he gets it right in the triangle, the toughest part to field a bunt. Great job over there by Harrison. Just too quick is Chimita, and he's going to reach. So runners now on first and second here. Nobody out. Is up now for the Panthers is Ben Gabur, the center fielder tonight.
We got the home plate umpire.
He's plumbing his camera. Get on me.
The home plate umpire explaining to Chris Olson here just exactly why he made the call that he did. Olson's not happy.
And not sure quite what Coach Olson's asking there. Just trying to get an explanation, I believe.
Yeah.
Now he's going to take a timeout here and go visit his guy, his pitcher, Caleb Struig, as he's out there. A little bit of trouble here, first and second. Still no damage done, but for a golden opportunity here for the Panthers here in the bottom of the fourth inning for Coach Fugit.
Yeah, we'll see Ben Gabur here, and they've got
Go ahead and switch them up.
no outs, 2 men on. So this is as you said, Pete, this is a very good opportunity. See if they can make something happen here. Also very easy to hit into a double play here.
I think here for Coach Olson, he's just talking to his guys as he's waiting as long as he can here as the home plate umpires coming out to break things up. Just settle the pace here a little bit. Things are starting to get sped up. His guys giving up 2 leadoff runners here now. Slow things down, get back in a rhythm here for his guy, Caleb Struig, and get an out. Ultimately, if you're the Cardinals, got to get an out here. Looking for a double play ball any way you can.
Yeah, this will bring up the center fielder, Ben Gabur.
Ben so far 0 for 2 on the evening. Or 1 for 2, excuse me. He's had a single in the first. Right back up to shoot. This time
Throws around for the bunt.
Yeah, this time he's going to be asked to bunt, though, without a doubt.
Yeah.
2-hole hitter. Got to be able to handle the bat here. Already got a strike on you. Took a fastball. Got to be able to get it down now this time. Good bunt
He does
there.
lay down that bunt.
Great job there by the third baseman. Matt Harrison came in, made a great play, got an awesome read, threw back over to third as his shortstop, Joey Pischel, was covering the base, able to get the lead runner there. Great job there by Matt Harrison.
Very impressive piece of fielding by the Cardinals there. This will bring up second baseman Justin Fugit. Got runners on first and second with 1 out. And they got the infield shift going on here. They're looking for Fugit to bunt here.
It'll be interesting to see if they bunt here. 3-hole hitter, coach's son. He's a righty anyway. Worst case scenario, he rolls over one to the right side. Still going to move the guys up. So it'll be interesting to see what they elect to do here if they let him swing it away.
2-0, 1 out.
Fugit, after a walk and a run, scored last time, the lone run for the Panthers. Looking at a 2-0 count here.
Strewing gets a signal he likes. Delivers. Checked swing. Ball 3. 3-0. Hitters count favoring Fugit here. Strewing looking back Chimita on second base out there. Delivers. Strike, called strike 1. Good take on that for Fugit though. Way ahead in the count. Good look. Walks him. Bases loaded, and that brings up the pitcher Corey Brooks.
Second walk issued there by Strewing, both of them here to Fugit. So now with bases loaded, no room for a walk here. Corey Brooks up to bat for the Panthers. Looks like Coach Olson's going to elect to move his infield back here and try to turn a double play up the middle, get out of this.
Swings first pitch down into center field. That's going to fall short in center field. That's going to bring in 1 run. Puts Darby on top 2-1 here. Good job.
Got just enough on that, did Corey Brooks, to drive in a run there. Brings home Chimita for the second run of the game for the Panthers, pushing the lead up 2-1 now. First lead of the game for Hilliard Darby.
Now we will see Bryce Stoltz, the right fielder. So got bases loaded here, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Swings at the first pitch,
hit.
And that is a nice base hit there to left field. Makes it through the inning, and through the infield, excuse me. And that'll bring home another run for Darby.
Gaber's going to come across here. Great job by the lefty Stoltz. Waited on an outside pitch. Drove it into left field there for an RBI single. Bryce Stoltz. His 3rd time he's been on base so far this evening.
Catcher Clay Strasbaugh is at the plate. Still got bases loaded here with 1 out. Strasbaugh hitting left-handed. Strewing delivers. Strasbaugh looks, called for strike.
Strasbaugh with the RBI single in the 3rd. Looking to do some more damage here in the 4th. As you mentioned, bases are still loaded and just 1 out here. If you're Strewing, though, for the Cardinals, you know that just 1 pitch capability and you can get out of it. Roll over a curveball here.
They're pitch running. Somebody for Brooks here. We got number 10 for Brooks coming in. Pinch running. Second base.
Nick Pizzuti coming in to run.
Strasbaugh drives it right field. Kendig will pull that down. That'll get another run in for Darby. Put them up 4-1.
Great piece of hitting there. Strasbaugh again with the RBI. Great to have a lefty like him, if you're Coach Fugit, that can drive it into the right side. Every time you need it, lift it when you need to, and get a sacrifice fly there. Great piece of hit and another RBI opportunity there for Strasbaugh.
Got Cameron Tackett coming up to the plate here. DH for Darby.
Tackett had a sacrifice bunt his last time up.
We got runners on first and third.
Steps in 1-for-1 on the game.
Swings at that first pitch, but fouls it out. First base side over the fence into the crowd. Make the count 0-1, 2 outs. The bottom of the 4th. Tackett takes that pitch, gets called. Strike, 0-2.
Good job there by Struig.
Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh almost got caught in a rundown situation. And that'll bring home Pizzuti for another run, and that will advance Strasbaugh to third.
Stoltz to third, rather.
Stoltz to third. Yes, excuse me. Strasbaugh's at the plate.
Great job there by Thomas to start. Struig, did a great job in that situation. Step back, look back, throw back. Second baseman, though, Vince Armstrong just mishandled it a little bit on the throw to the catcher, Caddis. In for an easy run there for Darby.
Strasbaugh fouls it out of the stadium. Count still 0-2. 2 out. Excuse me, Tackett.
Good pitch there.
Good pitch, and he did indeed go. Tackett strikes out to end the inning. Very productive inning for Darby, though. They put 4 runs on the board, take the lead 5-1.
Yep, the damage has been done. Big time bottom of the 4th inning there for your Darby Panthers. Put up a 4 spot, able to push this lead to 5-1 here. Headed to the 5th now with Brooks back on the mound, cruising with a little bit of a cushion. I like what I see so far for the Panthers.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff going on in that inning there. Some nice base running, just excellent calls by the coaches.
Now I know this song playing now isn't quite what Sweet Caroline is, but this should be at every single baseball game.
You like Kenny Loggins?
Cut loose.
You like Footloose over there?
Yeah. This is my jam.
Was this your walk-up music when you played baseball?
No, it was not. I stuck with Nelly Air Force Ones.
Okay.
First rap album my mother ever bought with the parental advisory sticker on it for me.
Oh.
And my favorite song ever from then on, so.
Interesting.
That's what I went with.
This will bring up the left fielder, Niles Manter. And after him, we will see Joey Pischel and Vincent Armstrong, the second baseman.
Manter officially 0 for 0 on the game. Had a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
Swings at that first one and follows it back into the backstop. Count 0-1.
Good first pitch by Brooks. It's always interesting, especially at the high school level, when a run where you put up in an inning where you put up 4 runs, like Darby just did there. It'll be interesting to see Brooks, how loose he is. Comes out though, looks like he's firing there with an 0-2 count already. 2 strikes, 2 fastballs, 2 strikes.
Manter goes hard at that, high and outside, and goes down swinging.
Make that 3 fastballs, 3 strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good pitch in there by Brooks for the first out.
Got shortstop Joey Pischel. Pischel looks, takes the first pitch, ball 1.
There you're going to see Brooks slowed his whole body down, tried to guide his fastball. His first fastball he's thrown in a little while, or curveball, excuse me. Slowed down a little bit. Just got to keep the same arm angle here and go right back to it.
Outside we got ball 2. Pops it up down the first base side.
It's going to drift
into the
just
crowd.
out.
Barlow went after that hard. He wanted it.
He wanted it. I wanted to see him make it, but just ran out of room.
Count is 1-1 on Pischel here in the top of the 5th.
5-1 the lead for Darby after a 4-run 4th inning. the home half for the Darby Panthers.
They just put up a second ball. Go ahead. Doesn't matter.
Little infield grounder there. Fielded by Fugit. Throws it over to Barlow for the second out of the inning.
Good job here by Brooks. Again, 0-2 pitch just out of the zone. Got him to chase it. Ground ball over to first for Fugit. Handled nicely per usual by the senior second baseman. Flipped on to first for the second out.
Got Vincent Armstrong, the second baseman, up to bat here. Ooh, called strike. High strike there called on Armstrong. Delivery. Inside, 1-1. It's a piece of it, but Chandler Barlow able to just do a little hop up, grab that line drive, and get them out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals.
Great play there by Chandler Barlow.
Very impressive.
Lefty showing off his hops.
Makes it look easy.
Indeed he does.
And for Darby, that'll bring up Luke Morris, shortstop. Daniel Bibler, the left fielder, hitting in the 9. Then we're going to loop back around to the top of the order for Tyler Chimita, third baseman.
I'm over it.
You're going to keep Strewing out on the mound there. Say I'm more than a little surprised by that. After this last inning that he had, threw a lot of pitches.
Yeah, I think with Struig, though, with the matchup coming up on Friday, they're probably going to let him eat up as many innings as he possibly can soak through. Again, just to keep a different look as well for Darby in the next matchup. Probably don't want to go to anybody that you may throw again on Friday. So they're probably going to keep a matchup here with Strug as long as they can, try to have him mop up as much of this time as he possibly can.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship, so they play their cards close to the vest. I understand that for sure, Pete.
Absolutely.
And here's Luke Morris. Delivery from Strewing. Morris swings, gets a piece of it, sends it out to center field. Trent Castle fields that for the first out. That'll bring up left fielder Daniel Bibler, number 3. Got one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Darby leads 5-1.
Bibler comes in 1 for 2 on the day.
Takes a first pitch, strike. Count 0-1. Bibler gets a hold of that, but be fielded by Niles Mantor out there in left field. Went to a knee to grab it, pull it down, get the second out of the inning.
Good job for the second out. Strewig throws a nice strike. Bibler gets great contact, but as you mentioned, great job out there by Manor. Great jump on it, able to come in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman Tyler Chimita has a 1-0 count on him. 2 out. Goes for the bunt. It fouls off back towards the dugout.
Trying what he did last time. Good job last time on the creep bunt. Was able to get it for a base hit and then ultimately came around to score. So good job there. Trying to go back to it is Chumita.
Got a 1-1 count here with 2 out. Fouls it back up over the press box. Took a hard cut at that. And a 1-2 count. Strewing's waiting for a signal he likes. Wind up, delivery. Chumita sends it right back to Strewing, who fields it. Throws it over to first. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Great job there by Strewing. Able to play the position himself. He pitches it. Gets a glove on it there. He faked us all out. Great job. Drops it. Puts it on the mound and tosses it over to first for the 3rd out.
3 up, 3 down. They did a good job limiting his team did a good job helping him limit Strewing's team did a good job, helping him limit his pitches there. Get out of that inning pretty quick.
Absolutely. And still, even down 5-1, really just that one inning kind of got away from Strewing with 1 out. They scored 4 runs there. Got away from him a little bit, but I think Strewing gives them probably their best chance really to come back and ultimately to win this game against Darby. So I think that's why Coach Olson elected to stay with his guy there. He's having a meeting now with his assistants. I'll be real interested to see what they do for the bottom half of the 6th inning if they elect to go back to Strewing, who looks like he's kind of back into that groove we saw in the first 3 innings.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only got one more. They've only got one more inning to work with, whatever pitcher they choose. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put Strewing back out there.
Correct. And keep in mind, too, just thought of this. This year is the first year of a pitch count for Ohio High School Athletic Association. So these pitchers and coaches have to play their pitchers with a pitch count a little differently than they have in years past.
Yeah, that is a very good point, Pete. We got Trent Castle is going to lead off for Worthington here. He'll be followed by the catcher Andy Caddis and then DH Spencer Keel.
Castle comes in with a couple home runs on the year. If they can get one here, get a little life back into that dugout. Speaking of, this
Pops
one's
it
driven well to
deep
left field.
Left. That is out of here. Home run. Leadoff home run for Trent Castle, the center fielder. TED TV Player of the Week.
Well, thank you, Trent, for being right on cue with that one. As I mentioned, he's got a guy with plenty of pop. He's able to do it. Got a little life back into that first base dugout now that I mentioned it. 5-2, just a 3-run game here after the home run to left field. Great job there by Castle, sitting on a 0-0 curveball. Knew what he wanted, got that pitch, and drove it out to left field.
Yeah, very, very impressive hitting there at Castle. The catcher, Andy Caddis. Delivery from Brooks. Takes the first pitch, ball 1.
Now still with nobody out again. First base dugout starting to get a little more lively here. Brooks is getting in his head.
Hard cut there from Caddis. Misses. That'll make the count 1-1. Nobody out. Another hard cut there. Doesn't make contact. We got a 1-2 count. Nobody out.
Good curveball there by Brooks to get back ahead in the count here. Really no damage done. 5-2 lead still up 3 runs if you're the Panthers. Brooks just got to settle in here and get these last 3 outs.
Makes contact, sends a grounder over to the shortstop, Luke Morris, who fields it, sends it over to Chandler Barlow to get the out. Caddis will head back into the dugout. First out at the top of the 6th inning. Brings up Spencer Keel, the DH.
Keel, another guy with some home run pop. As I mentioned, 4 home runs already this year. It's possible.
Swings at that first pitch, goes around, does not make contact. Strike one.
A little tardy on the fastball there.
Pops it up into the infield. Tyler Chimita is going to make that catch. Just about even with the pitching rubber. Real shallow infield pop up there.
Good job by
Keel.
Brooks to get him to pop up. Fully expecting fastball there. Went to the curveball and got him to sky high at about 50 feet in front of the plate. Good job there by Corey Brooks to get another out.
Right fielder Kendig sends it over the visitor's dugout. For the first strike, count is 0-1 with 2 outs. Chop foul down the third baseline. 0-2 count.
That curveball again proven to be deadly. Good job there by Brooks keeping his guy off balance. 2 outs. Got to go get the big one here. Get the third one of this inning.
And Kendig takes it. It was high. 1-2 count. Swings at it, sends it foul. Down the third baseline. Daniel Bibler, the left fielder, will pull down that foul ball for the third out at the top of the 6th inning. And the Cardinals will come out to play defense.
Yeah, you're going to see it here. Great play there by Bibler. Tracked it down on the warning track. Got to outside the foul line.
Absolutely.
Great play there by Bibler to end the inning.
Absolutely. And Strewing is going to come out for his final inning of work here. And we are going to see Ben Gabur, Justin Fugit, and Corey Brooks, our leadoff batters here in the bottom of the 6th inning at Hilliard Darby High School.
Right in the heart of the order for the Panthers, exactly who you want up for Coach Fugit. Trying to push a few extra insurance runs across as they're up 5-2 here. Headed to the bottom of the 5th after the home run for the Cardinals by Trent Castle, his 3rd on the season. And with a .558 average coming in, 2 for 3 so far in the game, I can only think it's going to keep on rising.
Yeah, not too shabby, Pete. Not too shabby at all.
Showing us why he's a 10 TV Player of the Week last week.
Yeah.
Gabur comes in 2 for 3 on the night as well. The only out was a fly out to the second baseman. Excuse me, he reached last time on a fielder's choice as there was a nice play down there at third by Harrison.
Hard swing at that first pitch. 0-1 strike.
Good job there by Strewig coming out here in the 6th. Only chance to come back. You got to get outs, and that's exactly what he's done so far, throwing strikes.
Swings at that second pitch. He's going to pop it up into left field. Mantor will grab that for the first out of the inning. First out of the bottom of the 6th inning.
Really a great job here defensively so far by both teams. You're going to see here another great jump by the left fielder. Only 1 error amongst the 2 teams so far. Great defensive effort, great pitching effort here as well for both squads.
Second baseman Justin Fugit will now face Strewing.
Good idea there with the bunt as he checked the guy down at first base. First baseman David Lalonde is way back there playing almost right field. Fugit being a heads-up baseball player trying to take advantage.
Swings hard, sends it into right field. Nick Kendig gets under it to make the play for the second out. And here's pitcher Corey Brooks.
And I'm sure as many of you guys can hear through our microphones, the wind is still howling from right to left. That ball had quite a good jump off the bat there for Fugit. Got a lot on it, just held up there by the wind, and a great job out there in right field by Nick Kendig.
Brooks looks at the first pitch. It's ball one.
Ball one missed just low.
Watched it come in. Strike one. 1-1 count here with 2 out. Strewing delivers. Brooks looks at it, gets ball 2.
Home plate umpire there wanted to throw down the right arm, but kept it in. Good call there. Keep it 2-1. Favored Brooks.
Brooks looks at it, gets strike 2 called on him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brooks swings hard and fouls it off over the visitor's dugout. Gets a piece of it, stays alive. Sends it down the third baseline. Matt Harrison will grab it. Throw it over to first. Doesn't quite turn the play though. So that'll keep Brooks at first.
Yep, good defensive play there. That's a tough throw, especially to get a guy like Brooks who moves as well as he does down the line. Tough play there for Harrison. Tough throw, but a good job defensively to keep it in the infield for a single.
The right fielder Bryce Stoltz at the plate. Strewing throws. And he sends a liner right back to shortstop Joey Pischel. Grabs it to make the 3rd out of the inning. And Thomas Worthington will get one last chance here in the top of the 7th to make up these 3 runs.
We're headed to the 7th now for the first place OCC matchup. Both teams come in with a 7-1 OCC record. Darby at 16-3 overall. Thomas at 14-2. 2 of Central Ohio's best. Dueling it out here for the lone spot and the first ranking of the OCC. Excuse me. These teams will match up again on Friday at Thomas to see who remains at that top spot in the OCC.
Yeah, and we're going to see pitcher Caleb Strewing lead off here in the top of the 7th, followed by the third baseman Matt Harrison and, of course, Niles Mantor, the left fielder.
Yep, Strewing comes in again. Great quality outing already. Given up 4 earned runs. He's only given up 2 on the year, so that's something Darby should be awfully proud about. Offensively, they are able to push across double the amount of runs he's already given up this season. So good job here for Hilliard. But their biggest task right now is for pitcher Corey Brooks. He's going out there for his 7th inning of work, trying to get the complete game win here. Got to get 3 outs if you want to take this one home. With a 3-run lead, that's plenty to ask for. As sharp as Brooks has been, I'm sure he's up to the task.
Oh, I don't doubt that, Pete.
Get ready for some pinch hitters.
3 more outs and we can go for ice cream. Got an 0-1 count here on Strewing. He goes hard at that second pitch, and that'll make it 0-2. looks at that. Called ball. Ball 1 and 2.
Good take there by Struwig. Starting to get a little rush there. Brooks is moving awful quick. Good job. Good take.
Pops it up and back. Right over to us. Strasbourg goes for that, but couldn't quite get there. Fell just under the press box where we're sitting here.
Yeah, tough play here for Strasbourg. Overran it just a little bit. Wasn't quite as high as he anticipated. Good effort there. But got to go getting out here. 0-1 count, or 1-2 count, excuse me, still on the batter.
Took that pitch, and it was called a ball. 2-2 count. And he took that one. That'll make the count full. 3-2.
Wow.
That was a close one.
Game's getting tighter. So is the strike zone here in the 7th.
Struwig gets a piece of that, fouls it out. Stay alive in this count.
The thing that shows me that we weren't wrong with that one before is that was the exact same pitch. This time he fouled it off, so he knew he got away with one.
Pops it up into center field. Gabur will call for it, run in, grab it, pull it down for the first out.
First out here in the top of the 7th is Hilliard. Darby's trying to move into sole possession of first place in the OCC, locked here with Thomas Worthington at 7-1 records in conference, trying to move it to 8-1 here.
And third baseman Matt Harrison will come to the plate.
Harrison steps in, 1 for 2 on the night. Flied out in his last at bat.
And tips it off back into the backstop. That'll make the count 0-1. 1 out. Brooks delivers. Swings at it. Foul ball down the third baseline.
Another great curveball there by Brooks, keeping his guy off balance. Harrison, though, to his credit, just enough to get on top of that. Count 0-2 now with 1 out here, top of the 7th, where your Panthers cling to a 5-2 lead.
High. Ball 1. Count 1-2. Ooh, he looked on that ball and got it called strike 3. I mean, I don't know about you. Where I'm sitting, that looked inside, but, you know.
Tough pitch to take there if you're the batter, but yeah, I'm not sure. I have no problem with the call if it had been there all game, but that in this case has not been how it has been called all game. Coach Fugit, though, not getting any arguments out of the first base dugout, as he will take a big out number 2 there any way he can get it in the 2nd. Pinch hitting now for the Thomas Worthington Cardinals is number 22, the junior Jeff Strayer, coming in.
Strayer looks and takes a first pitch strike.
Strayer hitting for the left fielder Niles Manter.
Hard swing there. That'll make the count 0-2.
Cardinals down to their last strike. Panthers looking to put them away. Here's Corey Brooks going for the complete game win.
Yep.
And he
Takes
does.
A hard cut and misses, and that'll be ball game, folks.
Good
Corey
outing
Brooks.
there by the righty senior Purdue commit Corey Brooks. Takes the complete game win, 5-2 your final here at Hilliard Darby. The Panthers move to 8-1 in OCC play, 17-3 overall. Good enough for first place in that brutal OCC division. Thomas, however, falls to 14-3, 7-2 in the OCC, with another matchup lurking in the future here on Friday night at Thomas, taking on these pesky Panthers of Hilliard Darby.
Yeah, this was an impressive game from Hilliard. They really, hung out, showed their offensive prowess, and showed that they can really play in the clutch here, sending Worthington home disappointed. But what are you going to do? They'll have a chance to make it up, of course, Friday night when these two teams meet again.
Certainly, and if you're Coach Fugit, it's got to be a sign you like, able to pull away, you're down one early, able to get back into the game and push ahead, and then ultimately hang on to the lead, especially as we're getting towards the end of April here, headed to May with that Central District tournament up in arms. Coach Fugit's got to like what he sees from his guys here down the stretch, and ultimately in clutch situation as his Panthers came out ahead tonight. 5-2 is your final.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Pete, it's been fun calling the game with you.
It's been fun. For next time, we'll be back next Wednesday as Hilliard Darby will be hosting Hilliard Bradley, taking on the Jaguars in the crosstown rivalry. Again, I'm Pete Whitmer alongside Aaron Campbell. Thank you so much for joining us. For ScoreOnAir.com, the Ohio Media School, I'm Pete Whitmer and Aaron Campbell. We're signing off. So long from Hilliard Darby.